Good morning, everybody. Let's go. Let's have a great day today. Oh, sorry, that's a stream. Sorry about that. There we go. Here is our charts. But hey, let's have a fantastic Monday. Let's go. What a morning it's gonna be what a day it's gonna be today, and what a week it's gonna be overall with the FOMC meetings coming up on Wednesday. So let's go. It's gonna be a crazy week. Thank you for joining up, Bill and Jamie. Thank you guys for joining up. It's always nice to see you guys in here, so thank you for joining. Man, it's going to be a crazy day in the stock market. Pretty much on my watch list here, we're kind of mixed like we were last week, but some of the sectors or some of the stocks like Meta, for example, are continuing to have an amazing move this morning so far. Kind of continuing off of that good stuff last week. Same thing with Coinbase. They're holding up. Enphase is actually up a little bit this morning. Now, Enphase actually fell down quite a bit, but they ended up popping back up, which is fantastic to see there. So, good to see them popping back a little bit. I noticed Caterpillar was having a nice little pop back up today, running up to around 220, so keep them on the radar. Caterpillar is that stock. The cruise lines are doing good. CCL and RCL are both up into the green, so we have good movements out of those stocks. Looking good so far there. Today's, I didn't really see anything too crazy today on the economic calendar. If we refresh this and we look today on the 20th, you can see all that there really is a 3-month, 6-month bill auction tomorrow. Maybe some existing home sales, but Wednesday is gonna be the day with that interest rate decision, and with Big Daddy Powell talking. Can't forget about Big Daddy talking. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, Spacely, that's right. Hit that like button, guys. I'd appreciate you. Thank you, Spacely. Let's go. Thank you for the help, Spacely. Hell yeah, the more likes, the better, guys. It really helps us out. Bank's doing okay today, though. I noticed Bank of America is actually climbing up a little bit. Thought that was fun to see. JPM here climbing up. How about Credit Suisse and FRC? Uh-oh. CS. Oh, no. Sorry about that, guys. Had a quick cough, but yeah, Credit Suisse took a big dump over the weekend. It's down over 50%, guys. 50% to the downside here. Now, I knew that they were going to do bad, but I don't know. I didn't really expect the big drop right here. I was kind of expecting some bad movement from last week still, but kind of held up well, which is interesting. Yeah, it seems like it held up very well, so good to see on that front. But yeah, Credit Suisse is not doing bad. Or, I mean, it is doing bad, but it's coming back up today. It's interesting. That's what I like about Credit Suisse. It's just more of like an interesting play there. GLD's above 184, Ant said. Yeah, I hope so. I hope it can break 185, to be honest. It seems like a bit of like a head and shoulders was going on right here. This was like the head up there. Got the neckline here on those circles. Kind of like this, I guess, this is how we would technically draw this out, I guess. You'd go like this, and then you'd go like head there. Something like that, I guess. Kind of what it would look like. I really do appreciate you guys joining up, though. Seriously, thank each and every one of you guys. If you want to see anything today or go over anything, just let me know in the chat. We can do just about anything here besides listen to copyrighted stuff. That's the only thing we can't do. No copyrighted materials, guys. YouTube's always getting us with that. Sean says, let's go Tom, the contender from High Ridge. I appreciate that. That's pretty funny, Sean. Yeah, I played some golf this weekend, guys. Ended up coming in third place, or tied for third. It was second, but they changed the. God forbid, it was all fine and dandy, and then apparently there was like a math mistake, so somebody ended up beating us. There were like 3 people tied for second, but I ended up tying for third, so not bad. Made some money, I guess. It was a fun golf tournament. I've never done a golf tournament like that before. I thought it was really fun. Spacely says, what are the catalysts for Tilray this week? I don't. There's not really any catalyst that you can just put your finger on, Spacely, in my opinion. There might be a couple out there. I don't really see anything on the horizon right now, or anything that I've been seeing, Spacely. I think that Tilray is just an awesome stock because it started finally getting some good momentum back to the upside, which is good. You can see here on the daily, it's been so low, and we're starting to get back above that support at 250. So if we can keep holding here, it could actually have a pretty good move back up. And you can see, like, we're very low right now compared to recent highs and even the highs of the past couple years. I mean, this stock has just been one of the worst ones on the market. So I'm really waiting for a nice pop back up, and I think that this might be a good bottom forming here around 230 to 250. Be a really good bottom. And this bottom should end up holding up pretty well, because if we look at, I guess this would be a catalyst, if we look at the daily chart of Tilray, gosh, and I start to try to scroll up here, you can see how Tilray's bounced off this support that we're bouncing at like 4 or 5 other times over the past couple of years. And even if it's not an exact bounce, it'll usually bounce pretty close to here. So I think it's a pretty good setup. I like the possible support bounce. I think a lot of buyers might end up rushing in, and if they do, it should end up being a pretty awesome play. So I'm really keeping Tilray and these marijuana stocks on the radar. I think they can be really, really good here for the next couple months. And I know that there's not necessarily any big catalyst right now as far as this goes, but they are talking about kind of changing some of the marijuana laws to allow like banks to lend to some of these companies. And it's hard for marijuana stocks to bank. Something with like federal laws, it's because they deal with a scheduled drug, etc., etc. It's kind of weird how it all works, but essentially, it's hard for the banks, or hard for the marijuana stocks to bank and to get loans and, to fund their business. And that's very hard to grow as a business when you can't get those things. And it's also hard on the business because if you start running out of money, well, now you can go under way, way quicker because you can't get access to loans and all that type of stuff. So crazy stuff, but I think that Tilray will do good over the next couple weeks. I honestly, and I truly believe this, they're at a point where you should just buy them and hold them. Like, I don't think that we're going to see any crazy moves up or crazy moves down, but I do like them for buying and holding. Yeah, no problem, Spacely. It's a good topic. I love talking about the marijuana stocks, and they're at very good levels. We're kind of just waiting for some big news or something like that to hit. I'm into PLNHF, which is Planet 13. I really like this stock. I think this one could be fantastic. Again, right around supports. If it breaks under that, I'll be pretty sad, but I don't know, pretty cool stock. They have like it's like a super center of marijuana in Las Vegas. So if you guys ever go to Vegas, check out Planet 13. It's a pretty big place. We've looked at it a little bit over the past couple weeks on the stream and stuff like that. So it's been fun. Looking good though. Let's see, the Palantir is actually popping up today. Wow, who would have thought? Or it's trying to right now anyways. All right, what's leading the watch list up today? Let's see. We have X and Caterpillar, and then Kroger. Keisha, KR's going for you. There we go. KR, that is great. Up to $47.90, almost $48. Looking good. Looking good there. Yeah, almost up to 48. Maybe we can get a nice little breakout up above 48 there on Kroger. Could be a good day trade. Honestly, it's like the only thing moving today. I don't like to trade them up too much though, because I feel like they've like exhausted their move today, but who knows? It could be wrong. Look at X or US Steel. US Steel is actually having a pretty nice pop back here. They hit resistance recently, and they've been falling back down. But now they're kind of bouncing off 24.80 to 25, looking pretty good. Popping back up a little more. We'll take that. We will take that, that's for sure. Good job. I mean, some of these stocks are coming back in such a good way. It's looking great on some of them. SPY's even not looking bad. Let's go check out the SPY. It's running up to around resistance here, right at 392. Honestly, if we break above 392, I think it could make for some pretty good day trades as well. 392 seems to be a very big level here, so keep your eyes on that. Excuse me, guys. It's been freezing by me lately. It's like 29 degrees today. Yesterday I played golf in the freezing cold. It was fun. It actually wasn't as bad as it could have been. It could have been much worse. We got lucky that the wind wasn't real bad. Or else I might have cried. Might have actually cried if that happened, but thank God it didn't, so there we go. That means we're alive and we made it. Wow, guys, to the downside, we got some brutal stocks here on my watch list. We have BBBY to the downside over 10%. Especially on Friday and after hours, this stock had a big tumble. We're down under $1. It's going to have trouble staying on the stock market now. I don't know the NASDAQ's exchange parameters here, but normally when stocks get under $1, they start to have trouble staying listed. So let's see. We'll have to see if it stays or not. Uh-oh. Could be bad news for some traders out there who love Bed Bath & Beyond. And look at AMC, man. Oof. Brutal. All the way down to 420. Maybe that'll be the smokers' big support. Maybe all the AMC traders are going to see 420 and they're going to be like, hell yeah, time to buy. It's got to go up at 420, right? That's what they're going to say. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't think they will. Boeing popping up above 200 here today. Not bad. Some stocks today are looking better than others, that's for sure. Not a bad move on BA, though. I like it. Yeah, it's looking all right, though. Trying to find some better stocks moving right now. So we have Boeing running up at the very moment. See what we have on the SM bot here. SM bot, baby. Hey, make sure you check out the Sniper bot this week, guys. It will be live. So make sure you check that out. It's actually calling out Tesla puts. Or was. Then we have AMD puts going. So, whoa, AMD, guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh, that's looking fire. 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 Yeah, guys, NVIDIA is killing it from the day trading channel. Let's go. This is actually fantastic. That's a huge move to the downside. Let's go. Some of those plays in the day trading channel have been slept on this week. Seriously slept on in a huge, huge, huge way. Huge way. Wow, some of these stocks, like the banks, are coming up off support. Yeah, it was a big drop on CS, guys. I mean, that was huge. Huge drop on CS. All fire on 420, that's right. Apple with the red candles, Bill said. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the setup with the AMD and NVIDIA. Like, if Apple breaks this support around 154.50, or more specifically even, maybe down around like 154 or 154.30, we might be able to get a pretty big drop to the downside here. So, pretty good. I think we get bigger drop to the downside for sure. Sean says dollars testing mid-February levels, DXY. I know it's been falling off nonstop, but sheesh, this is looking like something else now. That's what happens when the charts get too overextended, guys. This is, you know, as we were going up here, this is kind of like what Mike and I were waiting for, was something like this to happen. The question is, though, is when. You know, that's the thing. When it's going, like, when it starts to get parabolic, you know it's going to reverse. The question is when. It took a long time, actually, this time. It took quite a while. Quite a while. I'm going to do a quick poll about the FOMC. Make sure you check out the poll. It's about to come out. All right. Here we go. All right, we're going to ask you guys what you think they're going to do on the FOMC interest rate decision. Do you think that they're going to go with 0 basis points or no rate hike? Or do you think they're going to go with 25 or 50 basis points? Please vote up in the poll. That would really help us out here today as well. Patrick Miller says NYCB up 30%, New York Community Bank. Nice. Yeah, that one really recovered. Good thing. Good thing to see that. Wow. Is there any other examples of recoveries like this? How's FRC? They're still low. That's too bad. NYCB, though. Beautiful run back up. Did they get some specific news? Let's see. NYCB. Wedbush upgrades New York Bancorp from neutral? Huh. They upgraded this company during all this stuff going on. Kind of weird. New York Community Bancorp. Bancorp. Very interesting stock, though. Thanks for bringing it up. I've never traded this one, but thanks for bringing it up. Enphase really recovering back, guys. Check out the Enphase. That thing is on fire. Caterpillar is also on fire today. Sheesh. Enphase, Caterpillar, X for U.S. Steel. Wow, what a move down. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody always misses the plays. You know, it's funny. Like, you post it play, you're like, oh, NVIDIA's doing great. It had that great breakout, like we said. And then everyone's always like, oh, can I get in after? I'm like, why after? You couldn't have entered before? Or like, as it broke? Like, we're supposed to? Oh, sometimes it's impossible, right? Man, poor Meta today. Falling back off. Kind of like what I thought was going to happen with him. N phase popping up good. BA, Boeing looking good to the upside. Boeing's looking great, guys. Up above 204, exploding here. Gotta love that one. That's actually one hell of a move. Let's go. Very nice to see. Very, very nice. Man, Boeing's looking hot. Yeah, a lot of stocks had really good moves, so it might be a little harder to like catch some plays right now. Looking good though. Hey, let's see. On the poll. Wow, we have 50 basis points winning with one vote. We got one vote. Come on, guys. Let's pump those numbers up. Get the votes going in there. Let's see. I'm going to vote. I'm going to go with, well, I think we should do 50 basis points too. Not that I think it's going to happen, but that's kind of what I'm thinking as well. But yeah, now it's 67% to 50 basis points. Very interesting, guys. Thanks for voting. Of course, if you're in here, make sure you also smash that like button. I'd appreciate you. Seriously, that would help us out quite a bit. Hitting that like button. Gotta love it. Let's see. MGM is moving up today. Good move. I like Boeing with the possible run up here. It's looking good above 204. Getting some pretty good momentum. Maybe we can hit like 208 today if we're lucky. You know, this stock can have some pretty big runs sometimes. I'm hoping like 207, 208. Wells Fargo, Zom. Zom's kind of right at resistance again. How's oil? Oil kind of popped up. Not really. Just kind of consolidating. Man, Zom, that setup is weird here. It looks like it really wants to break back above like $100.50, but it can't. Like there's just such a big resistance there. A lot of sellers, I guess. Maybe even some block. Maybe even like some block orders there or something. Man, Boeing. Let's go, Boeing. NVIDIA's looking good to the downside still. Looking good. Down to 252. Yeah, NVIDIA's right down to support. Right at 252. So be a little careful, but I think it can still have more room. I think there's still more room to the downside here. It's been on fire. Hey, good morning, Xbox. Thanks for joining up. Thank you, man. Good to see you in here this morning. Glad to see you up here. A lot of the usual faces aren't in here today. They've all left us, guys. Oh, it's funny. Let's go, though. Thanks for joining up. Man, Palantir, crazy move here. About DraftKings. Trying to find the stocks with momentum. Boeing's one of them. Boeing, NVIDIA to the downside, possibly. Man, Boeing, AMD's moving down in a huge way as well. And just getting rejected off resistance in a huge, huge way. Falling back under support now. Brutal. Brutal moves. Yeah, Xbox, if you're trading anything today or you see anything specific, let me know. Same thing goes out to everybody, of course. If you're seeing anything awesome today, just throw it in the chat. We'll check it out. Maybe get some plays going on that stuff. Let's get our 4-chart setup going here. Let's see. We have Deutsche Bank on the top right. Disney here's kind of bouncing off 93, holding up its support. We got gold down here in the bottom left. Hang on now. There we go. My bottom part's not working. It's alright. Guess it works. And gold, come on, let's get some moves. We don't want to just be stagnant today, gold. Top left up there is the SPY. Tell it's getting a little higher. I think we're going to throw NVIDIA here on the top right chart. We can change all these up. What do you guys want to see on the chart? Palantir maybe? DraftKings? Nothing crazy yet. Bank of America. Keep watching that SPY. It looks like we're trying to break like 393. Seems like a pretty big level from this morning. If we end up breaking it, I think there could be a big move. I think we could see a much bigger move, actually. We keep moving like this. That's right. Wow, Xbox says you give them some kind of diploma. Do they graduate and move up? I think they did, Xbox. They must have, right? That's what had to have happened. Sean said, Pfizer's coming to life. Are they? Let's go look at it. PFE. I like it. Good old Pfizer up to $40.35. Maybe up to $40.50 even. Wow. Yeah, Pfizer's really low. If we go to that daily chart right now, Pfizer is so low. And they're kind of bouncing like right on that $40-ish support. It honestly seems pretty good. Seems pretty good right now. So, I don't know. I kind of like Pfizer. I kind of like this play, Sean. This could be a nice play back up. Make sure you guys keep this one on the radar. Man, Pfizer, what a possible move we could have out of that one. And we're right at this big resistance as of late. Right around $40.50, like we said. If we could get above $40.50 today, that could make for it. I like this play quite a bit, actually. Like, so much so that I really like it. $40.50. What a nice overhead resistance. All right. Yeah, good old Pfizer. Gotta love that setup on the Pfizer. How's good old Palantir here? Pfizer, Moderna. Moderna should also be doing pretty good, and they are. Actually ripping back up in a pretty big way. Look at that daily chart. Definitely looking fire here. Bouncing around like 119. Starting to bounce even off like 140 and running up. So that's looking hot. Looking good so far. Hey, Mike. Thanks for joining. Sean says, I think people will come to good old safe and secure PFE. I feel you there. Yeah, it's kind of safe. You know, that makes some sense, Sean. Especially with the market going crazy. Xbox said they're not trading anything today. I had to do a withdrawal, unfortunately. My Fed tax return is taking way too long. Yeah, I feel you, Xbox. Xbox, I'm going to be honest. I have not even given the accountant any paperwork yet. I always file for an extension anyways. I always file for the extension. And I always have to actually pay them, which sucks. I always have to pay them like a crap ton. But that's because I'm not on a W-2. I'm like 1099, so everything I get's 1099. Trading stuff's 1099. StockedUp's 1099. Everything's 1099. You know, everything that I do. So it's kind of crazy. Yeah, I owe them quite a bit though. It's not going to be a fun time this year. It's kind of dumb actually. It's dumb. Dumb. I don't. I'm learning I'm learning all the tricks and all that stuff. But as time goes, I guess I'll learn more and more tricks. But Sean says I got the 4250 PFE call debit spreads last week. Very nice. Let's go check out the PFE. 421. Okay. Nice. Xbox says, why not get it taken care of early? I don't like them, Xbox. I don't like paying taxes. Honestly, they can lick it. I don't like doing it early, Xbox. If they allow me to not pay it, I'm gonna go as long as I can without not doing it. That's for sure. And I'm gonna try to find as much crap to write off as I can. Yeah, Sean, I know. I should be able to, right? I know. Trust me, Sean, I know. I'm able to write some of it off, but I can't write off the car. Apparently, I'm not allowed to itemize, apparently, so. It's a little different for me, Sean. Bravo says, sup, Tom, what do you think about banks today? JPM, WFC, or KRE? Yeah, JP Morgan. Yeah, trust me, I have an accountant, Sean. They do it all. They try all the tricks in the book for me that they can. I have to keep track of all my stuff. It's kind of it is what it is. It's just one of those situations where it's like I just don't like to mess with it. If that makes sense. I would just not pay it if I could, but they'd sue me or whatever. Hell, I pay more taxes than Trump. I bet you. So KRE, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan. Yeah, Xbox. That's actually a true statement what you're saying there. Yeah, that is actually true because if you get money back, you're actually overpaying. So that's why you're getting it back. Most of the time people get a lot of money back because they're paying too much. Like whenever they set up their W-2, they set it up in a bad way where they're paying too much on the taxes. They just overestimate it and then they get it back. I would rather, like you said, pay a little less and then pay a little bit in, but it's always fun to get stuff back, I guess. It's always better to get it back than having to pay, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I wish I could do a W-2, but it is what it is. I'll be like, hey, TD Ameritrade, will you send me a W-2? Xbox says I can use it in case I don't have enough saved. Yeah, that's true, Xbox. True. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it can be good, Xbox, to get the money back. It just depends. Sean, I'm thinking so, man. That's been the big thing I've been thinking about. Honestly, I've thought about doing something like that. I don't know how that works, or I don't know how to do that, but I need to like get with the accountant with that sometime. Hell, maybe I could form one in Nebraska and even like register my car to that, and then I wouldn't have to worry about it. That would be cool. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, Sean, I'm with you. You know, that might not be a bad way to go, honestly, is starting the LLC. Sounds like a pretty smart way to do it. DraftKings kind of bouncing at like 1760, almost up to 18. Man, LVS, 55.80. What a pop. That's insane. Look at that. Right into resistance at 56 as well. Wow, what a move. We'll take that. Good stuff. Juicy Mango. Thanks for joining up. He says, thoughts on AMD puts. Yeah, let's see. Thoughts on the AMD puts. Watch $93 here. Seems like that's a pretty good intraday low. I mean, I've loved AMD puts all day, Juicy. I think you might be a little bit late today. It actually looks pretty good, but... looks pretty good. Wow. Down to $93. All right. AMD, I mean, it's starting to turn over a little bit more now after this recent uptick. I just a little late, Juicy. I threw out NVIDIA in the Discord and hashtag day trading in that channel, and I wasn't able to... well, here's what I'll say is, like, a lot of people were asking about it, and it's just one of those stocks that, like, it's already moved so much, it's like, geez, I don't know, you know? It's already fallen off a lot. The bot called out Microsoft at 9 a.m. All right, Microsoft, come on now. Let's get down there. Let's get lower. A lot of these stocks got pretty low today. Again, it's kind of a little bit overextended to the downside for my liking. I'm not a huge fan of puts here just because I feel like it's just already so low today. And that's just my honest opinion. It doesn't mean we can't go lower, though. I think that we can definitely go lower. It's just, chances are, I don't know. Sean says, I'm looking to form an LLC and buying a couple calves in it. Put them out at my parents' place. Never make a profit. 2 cows, LLC. Sean, that sounds like a good idea. What would I call mine? Sean, I'll make an LLC so that I can, like, write off my golf stuff. Could that be a thing? Since I'm doing a tour, I can technically stand to make money, right? So couldn't I technically, like, write off, like, all the driving out to there and all that stuff? Or I don't know. Yeah, like, that's technically, like, my travel to go golf, right? I don't know. How much money has to go... I don't know. I'm gonna have to look up a lot of rules with that stuff if it happens. DXY. When the US dollar goes down, what goes up, Ant says. So when the US dollar goes down, gold goes up. That's usually the big thing, Ant. Gold usually goes up with the dollar. And also, well, as the US dollar falls, also the market generally goes up too, Ant. So, I don't know. It's not all the time, though. Like, it's not a perfect correlation, but in the general sense of things, when the dollar goes down, the market does a little bit better, and so does gold. So, interesting. You can see lately, like, DXY, been on a huge downtrend. We go to GLD, huge uptrend. So, you can tell they're pretty inverse against each other, which is pretty good. Hey guys, don't forget to vote in the poll. What do you think that we're going to do at the next FOMC meeting this week? Do you think they're going to go with 0 basis points, 25 basis points, or 50 basis points? And it does say, what do you think we should do? So it's not what you think they'll do, it's what do you think we should do. So 50 basis points seems to be at the bottom there. 25 basis points is at 62%, doing very, very well. Talking about gold, it seems like this upper resistance around 185 might hold up here. So be a little bit worrisome of that. Just be a little bit worrying today of that. Whoa, Walmart. Whoa, guys, I missed this one. Walmart had quite the move. Costco did as well. Sean says in 2009, all of my golf was a business expense. That's awesome, Sean. Yeah, I'm gonna start marking all this stuff down so that I can, like, you know, write it off, I guess. So that I could write it off. Could be pretty cool. I wonder if that's allowed. I don't know, maybe. I do not know. Pretty crazy, though. Nice. I don't know if you guys have been watching Team USA on baseball at all, but it's been really fun to watch. Been really fun. Man, Spy, come on now. Just consolidating here today, nothing crazy. I'm hoping that the meta can get back up there. Would be nice. Be real nice to see them kind of pop back up and get a nice explosion back. Need some explosions coming through, you know? That's what we really need. Some explosions. Oh, wow. Let's go, though, guys. Come on. Mark says, yesterday was a blowout with USA and Cuba. It was. I wasn't expecting it to be that big of a blowout, honestly. Especially with Wainwright pitching. Now, I'm from St. Louis, so I love Adam Wainwright. So I would, you know, but he throws really slow. You know, he's kind of like a pitcher that on any given day, he could get blown up pretty bad. So I don't know. It's pretty cool, though, to see him do good. He's an old man. He's like 42, which is crazy. Xbox says in 2009, I was selling newspaper subscriptions, and it sucked. I couldn't even imagine that. In 2009, I think I was in like the second grade or something. It's pretty funny. Literally, like the second or third grade. Maybe the fourth grade, but, you know, somewhere around there. That's funny. Mark says, yesterday was a blowout. It really was. I mean, I was kind of hoping that, I don't know, I was hoping it'd be a better game, but it is what it is. Team USA is on fire. I'm glad Nolan Arenado didn't get hurt. Man, that ball hit him in the hand, and I got freaked out. I was like, oh boy, here goes Nolan Arenado injured. Now he's going to be the guy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I thought Cuba was going to do a little bit better, but it is what it is. Man, everybody was doing good last night. That Trey Turner guy's been on fire. Man, he is something else. That guy is on, seriously been crazy the past few weeks. Crazy. Crazy. Hey, I appreciate you guys joining up today, though. Seriously, it's been a great stream. Had a good day overall, I'd say, so far. I mean, we're getting some good market movement. It's not my favorite movement. I'd rather have other types of price action, but You know, it's not bad right now. Some individual stocks are doing great, like Neo. That's doing awesome. Enphase is still in the green after running up. Meta was trying earlier. Oh, they actually fell off in a big way. Caterpillar was up, though. That's good. KR, Kroger was running. Whoa, where's Keisha, right? She loves Kroger. Surprised she's not talking about this one today. Wow, it's getting a perfect bounce on that daily chart at 42.50. And I mean perfect. Perfect. It's hard to get a bounce that good. Dang. Xbox says, Tom, do you remember 9/11? I was in 7th grade math class. I won't forget it. I actually do remember it, but I was in, get this, I was in preschool during 9/11. When 9/11 happened, I was only 3 years old. So I was like 3 or 4. So I don't have too good of a memory of it, but I actually do remember it. I do remember it. My mom got off work early. My mom came home from work and got me, and we went home. I remember that. It was crazy. She got there so fast. I was like, "What's going on?" She's like, "Oh, we got to go home." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Yeah, I I can't explain it to you, child, but we got to go home." You know, of course, when I'm 3, I'm like, "Oh, the terrorists got us." Yeah, no, I'm kidding. Can you imagine a 3-year-old being like, "Them damn terrorists"? That'd be terrible. It was all right though. Yeah, I do. Do you guys remember where you were? That's a pretty interesting thing. I've heard of people telling me that stuff. Yeah, Aunt says they were in Spanish class. Interesting. 9th grade Spanish. Yeah, I remember everyone turned it on the TV at preschool. Yeah, people also tell me that they remember where they were whenever JFK got shot. I know people who've told me that as well. They say that that really stuck with them too. Like whenever they found out about that. I could also imagine maybe like not Pearl Harbor or something, or like World War II starting or something, or us joining it. I'm sure that could be a big thing people remember. Pretty crazy how people remember exactly what happened on a lot of those dates, doesn't it? Kind of crazy, actually. Kinda crazy, but it's cool. It's all right. Sean goes, I was in college. I'm such a senior in here. You are, Sean. You're a senior citizen. That's what you are.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I love that. One of the best buttons that we have here. One of the better buttons. Xbox says the space shuttle event in the 80s would have been one of those moments for a lot of people. Which event, Xbox? The one where it blew up? Or one of them where they got there, like one of the Apollos? Or do you mean the one that blew up, Xbox? I remember a couple of those space shuttle thingies blew up. One of them had like a bunch of teachers in it or something, I remember. Yeah, those space shuttle events are crazy. I don't know what I would... I don't know, those things are scary. It'd be one hell of a journey, that's for sure, but I don't know if I'd want to take it. It would be a tough one. I'm usually into that type of stuff, but I don't know. I have enough fear of going up in an airplane, so Wow. Oh, it is the one that blew up. Yeah. Yep. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. That thing did blow up. It was pretty crazy. Watching that video of that. Maybe we should go watch it. Actually, no. Let's see. 80s. Space shuttle blows up. Here it is, 1986. Nice video. Here we go.
Here at the last seconds of the countdown.
3, 2, 1, and
I don't really want to watch it, but it is what it is.
Liftoff of the 25th Space Shuttle mission, and it has cleared the tower.
All the communications between the shuttle and mission control indicated everything was going fine. There was a sense of relief that the much-delayed flight was finally underway.
Engines at 65%, 3 engines running normally, 3 good fuel cells, 3 good APUs. Engines throttling up, 3 engines now at 104%.
Challenger, go at throttle up.
Roger, go throttle up.
It happened just over 1 minute into flight.
1 minute 15 seconds. Velocity 2,900 feet per second. Altitude 9 nautical miles. Downrange distance 7 nautical miles.
It's insane how much stuff can go wrong.
For mission
with stuff
control,
like this, isn't it?
silence.
Look at that rocket just sitting there.
Then the bland, chilling report.
We have a report from the flight dynamics officer that the vehicle has exploded. Flight director confirms that. We are looking at checking with the recovery forces to see what can be done at this point.
Slow motion.
Slow motion. Oh boy. Their slow motion back then looks rough.
A search effort couldn't
I don't
begin
even
for
think
some
it worked.
15 minutes after this. Debris, they said, just kept raining from the sky. The head of the space shuttle program had no explanations, just sorrow at the tragedy.
At 11:40 a.m. this morning.
Oh no, that's me! I'm getting off of here. Yeah, that's pretty crazy though, guys. Seriously, that's scary. I'd be freaked out to go up into one of those things. I'm telling you, those things. Even the Tesla ones that haven't blown up in a while are scary. Even those things can be scary. I don't know, it bothers the hell out of me sometimes. It really does. Yeah, I am too. I'm surprised. I guess they don't count it as copyrighted Xbox since it's like from 19 whatever or from 1986. Yeah. Man, Oxy's starting to power up today like that shuttle was. Powering higher here. Running up big. Yeah, it's looking crazy though right here. Wow, come on, Oxy. Let's get up above 59.20, something like that. All right, running up to 59.20. We need to get higher, man. Come on, Spy. Let's get a breakout going. Let's get some breakouts heading up into this big FOMC event going on this week. Don't forget about FOMC Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be a big event for the stock market and just for traders in general. You know, trading is always a tough thing to do, and it's going to be even tougher on Wednesday, or it might even be easier. Hopefully it's easier if we get a nice hike, you know, maybe some price action or something like that. I don't know. It's hard to say. They're actually kind of leaning down towards 25 basis points right now. So let's see what we come in at. Oh, wow. Okay, so 73% chance of 25 basis points here. And then they're pricing in a 26.9% chance of a 0 basis point rate hike, or just no rate hike in general is actually what that would be called. So they're pricing in no rate hike or 25 basis points. It looks like 50 basis points has been taken off of the table. So I don't know what to say about this. Pretty crazy situation overall. I just can't believe what's happening here. Looking like a nice little pop-up, though, on the SPY. Come on, SPY. Keep on going. We know you want to try it with us today. How about Boeing? Maybe 206? Come on, Boeing. I was waiting for that breakout earlier. We just been falling back down here, not really doing all that much. I know Enphase and Neo have been the big boys today. Neo's... What? Neo's up 6%. It's still going. Neo's a growth stock. I could see it moving like this, but geez. That is just straight up explosion today. Look at that daily chart of them. Wow, Neo is holding $8. Yeah, daily chart support at 8 is humongous here on good old NIO. Seriously, that is a crazy stock. Each volume candle is decreasing. Biden wants to ban investment in Chinese tech stocks, though. Yeah, I do see that. I was hearing that a little bit. Good job. Tesla Xbox says, now stay over 180. That's kind of funny. Wow, what a jump on Tessie. I kind of forgot about Tessie today. If they could get above 186 today, that could be awesome for good old Tessie. I'd love to see that. Be fantastic. XPEV is at a high dollar than Neo. That doesn't happen all that often, if I'm not mistaken. Neo, you know, Neo has some pretty big moves. Like if we go look at the chart, like look at the past week. Like it's had some, like this move here I'm circling, this move, this move, this move. It has some big moves here and there. Quite a bit over the past month, actually. Quite a few weird days. Maybe not this big, but you know what I mean. Kind of close. If we go look at the size of the green candles here. Wow, it actually has this type of move more often than I thought. If we look at the candlestick size. Whoa, guys, let's compare our candlesticks. There we go. That's terrible. Looks like it's fairly often, though. Oh. Oh, I see. You're saying XPEV is higher. I see. I didn't know what you were trying to say, Xbox. I was like, man, I'm a little lost, but... Alright, there we go. Yeah, it's pretty good. Up 5%, beating Neo today. Juicy says, my GF wants to start investing $100 a week. What ETFs or growth stocks should she start investing in? So that's awesome, Juicy. I love hearing that. Let's do a calculator here. So we have $100 a week. All right. That's not bad, actually. That's $400 a month usually. That's actually really good to start with. So fantastic stuff. Kudos to her, Xbox. Hopefully she keeps it up. I'm telling you, if you keep that up along with just other long-term investments, you will be so happy in a few years. But let's go ahead and get into some of them because I like quite a bit. It's just buying them at the right times, Xbox, is the big problem here. So as far as growth stocks go, I mean, we all know what I like, right? Like DraftKings. I love DraftKings. I think averaging into some DraftKings here could be good. So maybe if you get like a share of that a week, you know, that leaves you with $82 left after that share. Maybe some Square. I like that one as a growth stock. Square is a little higher dollar though. A little bit higher there. Let's go ahead and look at some of these. A lot of ETFs out there. I'm just trying to go through some of the better ones in my mind that I like. Man, there's so many out there. I'm like doing a big like jumble in my mind right now. Let's look up some good ETFs, some tech ETFs. Tech ETFs. Because I would like some tech ETFs in there, obviously, if she could get some. XLK. I think that's the one I was trying to think of. Yeah, XLK. That's one of the big ones. And SMH. I think SMH, which is the semiconductor ETF, could be great. We go to the daily chart with SMH. It's pretty high, though. You know, off of recent lows anyways. It's not up around all-time highs, but it is pretty high. What was the other one? XLK. That's right, XLK. XLK. I think XLK could be a great one. This one's $142. Could pop up a lot more. Xbox says, juicy, not me. Oh, my bad, Xbox. Did I say it was you? My bad. Oops. Sorry, Xbox. But yeah, XLK. Bouncing here right at support, like 135, looking good. I think XLK is a good one. So SMH, XLK, I like those two. As far as individual stocks, I think Meta could be a really good one. Getting in at the right time on this one's important, though. Right now, it just popped up over 100%, so you might want to be a little bit careful with it. But I do like it, nonetheless, long term. I think it could be great. End up being pretty good. Could end up being pretty good. All right, Palantir, come on now. I kind of like Palantir down here, too. This could be a great pickup for your girlfriend, too, Juicy. I kind of like this one, too. Palantir, looking good. Let's see here. I also like Shopify quite a bit. SHOP. One of my favorite growth stocks out there. Could be a fun one. Wow, this one's actually kind of like right on this trend line, too. Come on, trend. Let's keep it up. That'd be great if Shopify popped up here. It'd be awesome. So many good bounces off this trend line. I don't feel like the trend line's going to hold. I feel like it's going to fall back down. I don't know why. It just seems like a lot of rejection right here, but that's just me. That's just what I'm feeling there. All right, let's see this. Let's go to the trend line. Yeah. Come on, get some bounces. That SPY trend line's pretty crazy. We kind of bounced right off of it. We're still holding, kind of. That's an insane level here for the SPY. I mean, if we start breaking back up, could end up spelling pretty good news for us, I think. So keep your eyes on this, guys. The market's good. Juicy says, I like XLK a lot. Yeah, it's awesome. Hey, Juicy, if you want to, talk about some more stocks like that, maybe we could do it over in the Discord, but I do have to get going this morning, guys. I do appreciate each and every one of you, though. Seriously, thank all of you guys for joining up. I go live every single morning at market open, so be ready for that. I will be going live whenever Powell speaks this week as well. We'll have that live, and we'll have the interest rate decision going on too. So be ready for that. Should be a fun time. Thank you guys for joining up. Have a great rest of your day, and let's kill it this week. You know, we're going to have some volatility coming in. Lots of stocks are starting to move in crazy ways, and I think that we can start to get some very nice price action and some very nice moves back to the upside. So let's go. Let's have a great day, and I will talk